Okay, we are good there. Make sure we're good here. And make sure we're good there. Okay. I think we are cooking. I think we're kicking off all cylinders and stuff like that. Peace, everybody. Aboriginal Don in the building. Coach Oshisha Baz. Today's gonna be a good class, y'all. So if y'all ready to learn, hopefully y'all's fast is going well today as well. I know this is day 2. You got one more day. It's going to be a cakewalk. This should be a cakewalk at this point. If not, you build up to it, right? So, no biggie. If there's any hiccups, slow downs, anything of that nature, it's just part of building up that muscle, that discipline, that drive to hold your body accountable and basically tell it who's in charge, right? So, um, yo, you in the building? Peace to the guy. Peace, peace, peace. You in the building. So yeah, we'll get started in about a few. So we'll kind of give it like 2 minutes or so. We'll just flash this again. Hopefully you guys are ready to ask y'all's questions. Hopefully y'all ready to learn. Hopefully y'all ready to get busy, man, because this is getting crazy. From what I'm seeing, things is getting crazy. Oh man. Peace to the God, you in the building. Peace, peace, peace. Um, Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully their families is doing well. Um, yeah, man, things is getting a little shaky out here. So, but hopefully everybody's fast is going well, knocking it out. All right. Whew. I won't try to keep y'all too long. So let me get this going on my screen. Let's see if I can get this situated, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Y'all can see my screen, right? I bet. Slight work. Yeah. It's slight work up in here, guy. Okay. Y'all know what we talking about today, right? Thumbnail says it, but we have a working opportunity we'll cover briefly just to make people in the tribe or people outside of the tribe aware, right? But the main topic of discussion is economic development, empowerment for what we would call Black, aka Indigenous people or Aboriginal people, and the discussion on strategy and tactics. This is a key thing. Like we have to understand strategy. If we're not understanding strategy, this is where issues lie, and this is where things aren't properly executed, or tactics are not even being done, or people are just throwing in the towel. They're like, oh, I just didn't have a good strategy. I didn't know what to do. Well, we're going to give you some guidance and some real concrete things that you should be doing, and if you're not doing them, um, you're putting yourself and your family behind, right? So, and then we'll also talk about some investing opportunities as well that I think are worth looking into. And then I think even throughout the presentation or just during class, there'll be other investment opportunities that local jurisdictions or just families could do as well. So, like, and feel free to chime in, ask questions, and criticize whatever you want to do, right? This is here for y'all, right? So let me get this. Somehow I didn't do that. Okay. All right. So we got to go through this, y'all. I know y'all. I'm like, hurry up, Coach. So this is the last day of the 3-day fast is tomorrow. So hang in there for those who are, you're pushing through and it may be a little bit, man, I'm tired. I can't. I'm hungry. Just it's okay. Get you some Manuka honey with your little mix. Just take your hit. Oh goodness. And keep it pushing, or go to sleep. Right? If you need to sleep, just go to sleep. But we have our yearly fast in December as well, so that's gonna be dope. This is an important time to like this. What you do this year is really about to set the precedence for your whole family and lineage. Let's just keep it realistic. In the next 24 months, what you do now is going to set that wave. So, anyway, we got the honor ball December 30th for those who pay your dues. It is literally free. Oh, snaps. Peace, God, you in the building. Hidden Cosmic Leaf or Hidden Cosmo Village in the building. Yep. And what is it? Bear Cub Club Pirate Gang. Yeah. I'm trying to remember my acronyms. But yeah, you in the building, guy. And then we obviously have the Hawab Aboriginal Powwow in April the 19th through the 21st, 2025. And then we have the Aboriginal Summit in August 2025. So get your butt ready. And there's gonna be more events, I promise y'all. Like there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you can be doing. There's gonna be a lot of things you can be doing. But you can find all the information on these websites, right? All right. So now that we gone over that, he's hold on. Got people's killing me. He said, "You got it right. We got like 1,000." Yeah, it's true. We do got 1,000 acronyms, but okay. So I'm glad I got that right. Whew. Sometimes I'd be like, man, what was that? But yeah. So you in the building. Here's the flyer for the 5th annual Aboriginal Powwow. Come through. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of learning. It's gonna be a lot of activities. It's gonna be a lot of food, a lot of good food. Food that people are like, man, like, God damn. Yeah, and if you want to vend, if you want to be a vendor, we also we have packages for that as well. So let us know if you have any questions. You can definitely send an email, HawaiiRegis6, or you just go to hawaiidfw.org. All right, and then lastly, I know you're like, man, Coach, weren't you promoting this at the? I was definitely promoting this at the very beginning. You can sign up for the JML 1025 course to be a tribal jurist or a tribal lawyer through the Shabazzassociates.com. And it is also, I've been credentialed through Aboriginal University, right? So won't spend too much time on that. All right, so first of all, I guess we can go into the next thing. Oh yeah, gotta mention this too, y'all. Speed Cosmo. We're getting ready to pick a date to do the Speed Cosmo show online, right? And for those who are interested in, participating, I'm gonna put the link in the chat as well, just so that it is there. I know you're like, man, Coach, how many times do you be promoting this? I promote it every class. So here's the link. Fill it out. We'll contact you whenever it's time to actually get on and do it live virtually, and then we'll go from there. But this is you can see the purpose of the show and stuff like that. So just so everybody's aware. All right. Cosmology Committee, just so as a reminder, this is not the only committee. I think the Education Council also put out something as well, and there's a few other. I think the health. So there's other committees being put together. So, but specifically, if you want to get some more insight on the cosmology, Chief Minister Yogi is killing it, building up that council where it's about to be crazy. It's about to be like top dogs in this thing, right? Even though it's already, but they about to be pulling out some heavy hitters. So if you're interested in it, I think I could. Is this the link? Let me copy the link. Let me make sure I copy the link. Sometimes stuff don't be working. Did it do it? Nope. Edit text. I ain't gonna do it. All right. Well, you get it. Let me take this off the screen. I know y'all like. All right. So contact Mr. Yogi if you have questions about it. All right. And then the working opportunity. I know you're like, damn, are you going to get into class, brother? So Sister Mond in Region 6 is saying her company is looking for agents. They're interviewing today through Friday. So for those who are looking to work from home, online, you're going to realize why I'm even setting this as the first thing, right? Because this is very important, what it's saying. For those who may not have any work and they're looking for extra revenue, or they're looking for something else to do at home, definitely reach out to her company that she's worked for, right? So, and you said, yeah, just reached out. Yeah. I mean, like it does not hurt. And literally, you can be tax exempt anyway, so it really don't matter. So online, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. You're like, online? Huh? I know, y'all. All right. Let's talk about the first thing before we even get to the specifics. This strategy is what I said at the very beginning. For the next 24 months, what does that look like for you? Do you have any idea what that looks like for you? You need to be useful. You need to be trainable. If you're not trainable and useful, you are about to be asked out in 2025 and beyond. Period. And I'm not exaggerating. Because if you can't be trained on new skills, new things that can be help your family make money. Hold on, you said go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, y'all. And IG, I know I've been slipping. IG, if you want to see the slides, you just go to YouTube. You can either go to Shabazz Associates or Hawaii Region 6, it doesn't matter. Building families and starting families, working with other families. Folks, you are not about to do this on your own. You need to, like, some of y'all are so scared to be in a relationship. Y'all like, relationship? Huh? Y'all be like, marriage? This is how y'all be acting when I be talking. Like, it's important to, yes, you need to qualify people. But you're not about to, if you think you about to be like, yeah, I'm about to strong arm this, I'm about to make my millions on my own.
Stop it. Get some help.
Listen, you don't need some help. And that's okay. Like, that's how your body works anyway. Cells are working together to become more intelligent. So if we get into the tactics, get some skills, and this has not even the main stuff. This is to set a tone. You need to get skills under AU, Average University. Be honest and just service people. If you do that, people will come to you. And then you got to market yourself, right? You got to tell people what you do. Don't be afraid, like, oh, I'm a tribal doctor. And they're like, the person is talking to you, like, you said tribal what? Huh? It's your job to educate them. So don't be afraid to experiment either. It's important to experiment. You don't know how certain things will go until you try something. And don't be afraid to fail. We've talked about this previously, but I'm just kind of giving you the framework. You need to be useful. Work for free sometimes. You may need to work for free. And I know y'all like, work for free? That's how y'all be looking at me. So listen, use cosmology to vet out mates and class and families. You need to be working like there's no tomorrow, y'all. You cannot be lazy, especially with the elections. And we'll talk about that stuff later on, but you cannot be lazy right now. What you're doing is about to set the tone for the next 24 months. So you need to decide, you need to chart, you need to get with Minister Yogi, you need to get with Simi, you need to get whoever, She-Wave Clinic, it don't matter. But you need to get with somebody who's about to chart out your path. And then you execute on that plan. What do you want to build? You got to ask these questions. You need to be able to make money online and remotely. Hence why I even brought up the working remotely opportunity from System Mod. Listen, and then the other thing you have to think about is what is also going to be your stable compensation, right? You need to understand what is your stable compensation. You're like, stable compensation? I don't know. And then you need to be in areas where economic growth is happening. Some of y'all want to be in these cold places, like let's say like Chicago, Michigan. What do I need to remind people what happened in Michigan to folks who were maybe some of y'all probably didn't know. Boom, 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 boom. I think it was like in Detroit, right? Basically, Pepsi is closing 4 bottling plants. That's 400 jobs gone, just like that. And this was just yesterday. Okay. Yesterday. Work hard. Yeah. Okay. I know. What are some businesses that we can start off? Oh man. Business credit. I'll give y'all one of the things that I found today. But there's also videos on business credit that I've done, and I've gone over that extensively. So I will always refer people to those old videos, which is just like within like a month. So yes, but I'll give you a tip. That's actually part of one of the materials. So just bear with me. But yeah, Pepsi closed their plant. 400 people lost their job. So let's move on. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Uh-oh. I see something's happening. IG, I'm about to close out on this one. So let me continue on this one. All right. Community control financial resources. You need to establish financial owned institutions. It's like credit unions, tribal credit unions, banks that are meeting Blacks, Indigenous communities, specifically within the tribe, right? So how do you do this specifically? Tactics, local jurisdiction classes to support tribal members and and the community as well, because some of the people in the Black community are like not aware of what ARNA or the IPA is, and they may need some education, and or how do they actually protect and manage their wealth. Like, oh, I didn't realize I could take my property that I already own and transfer over to a tribal entity that's tax exempt, get the paperwork done, and then save thousands of dollars. Right? Some people ask that question all the time. Economic specialist. This, if you've taken the economic specialist class and you got the certification, this literally should be your wheelhouse. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. I think that was the main thing. Somebody is just like disturbing me right now. Okay. So using resources to fund ARNA/IPA businesses. So folks have had, like, let's say you have like a $2,000 credit card. Some of y'all have maybe like a $5,000 credit card that you're not even utilizing. That's your business funding right there. Or if you apply for a business credit, which we'll talk about at the towards the end, the specific card that I recommend people look into. You're sitting on gold and you're not doing anything with it. So I'll continue. Why am I bringing this up with the community banks? For those who haven't filled out the credit union that we put in the application for that. So now we're just waiting for feedback. You can go ahead and still fill out the survey. We've already started the process, but it's still good to see who is out there and what do they need to find, or what services that a financial institution can offer. Okay. I'm gonna talk about this one. Y'all need to come to Dallas. Dallas, I know y'all. Well, okay, let me just say Texas. Okay, so if y'all don't want to come to Dallas, you're like, Coach, I don't want to come to Dallas. Come to somewhere in Texas, because the way money is moving over here, in the sense of finances and entities, businesses, they're moving over here to Texas, and obviously they're going to start the Texas Stock Exchange over here in Dallas. So it's about to be basically the southern hub equivalent to New York in real time. And it's happening already. Like, they've already started this process. This is set in stone. So anyway, I want to talk about some things right here. You want to know how you control your financial resources? Some of y'all have not saved a dime. You need to be saving money. You need to be saving money, saving your resources, developing new skills. I know you're like, I've seen this slide before. Okay, keep watching. Multiple access accounts to funding, credit cards, business loans, multiple bank accounts. but mainly you need to be saving for a rainy day, because we don't know what's about to happen in the next 10 days. That's going to set the precedents for 24 months and beyond. And then, are you investing? It's not good enough to just and to save, but you need to be investing. So that's where the taking risk and experimenting, investing in people's businesses, tribal businesses. Maybe they'll bring a particular return. Like, these are things that you're going to want to do to help protect your resources, or just investing in different companies and stuff like that, right? Have you gotten life insurance? Like, this is important. Some of y'all don't want to even talk about life insurance. Some of y'all are not even thinking about what you could do with life insurance. Yo, you in the building? Peace, 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 peace. He said, yo, where? Oh man, where you been? I need to catch up with you. You said, can I send the link for the? Yeah. Hold on, let me go back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll do better about checking the chat. Let's see. Here's that credit union link. I'll put that in the chat for y'all. Then I'll flash it on the screen. Peace, Wahala, you in the building. You in the building. You in the building. You in the building. All right, let me go back to it. Sorry, y'all. All right. Food reserves. Do y'all have food? Do y'all have food? You need to have food. You don't know what's about to happen. Are you prepared? Do you have extra water? Do you have a backup power source? Are you getting extra lines of credit? Are you getting firearms? Are you getting all these things? Are you grabbing seeds? Are you starting indigenous businesses? And are you building up your skills? This is how you prepare. This is how you get yourself situated. Are you staying alert of what is happening? All right. So I know you're like, I've seen this before. All right. We have a ministry in agriculture and economics that should be able to help put people in the right direction when it comes to real estate, stocks, and stuff like that. That's why we are talking about that, right? You want to get dividend paying stocks, right? Oh, Kamaya, you in the building. Peace. Reduce your debt, y'all. This is not the time for debt. And y'all like, huh? Man, I got plenty of debt, Kojo. We'll just try to pay it down. Yeah, so let's get some of the things I want to talk about. Okay, the life insurance. I know you're like, Kojo, you was talking about life insurance. Yes, these are the top companies that I recommend. I'll show you one of my policies from Northwestern Mutual. Right, this is the one I utilize, and here's the proof in the pudding. Right, so literally you can see 33 to 35, the death benefit, what that would be, right? Plus there's an annual dividend with a net cash flow. So you're seeing this happen every year. And that's literally the importance. So you're going to, and this is a permanent life insurance policy. So you're going to get to a point where you've put enough equity into this policy that you can start withdrawing from it. Very, very important to understand that aspect. I know y'all. Y'all killing me in the chat. So here's some things that you want to pay attention to. Listen, it generally provides a tax-free death benefit to your beneficiary. It doesn't matter, right? It's tax exempt. It's tax-free. And it accumulates value. That's the key thing. And it pays a dividend. So these are things that you want to look for in a policy. And it is not that expensive. $100. I know y'all got $100 a month that y'all spend just on gas alone, possible. Food. Let me just say food. Food alone. And this is just for a $68,000 policy, which is already increased to $70,000 already in year 2 or 3, whichever, how you want to look at it, year 2. Hopefully that makes sense. So look at these companies. If you, let's say you don't have the bandwidth for a permanent policy, well then at least get a life insurance policy that is good until you go, right? when you're dealing with companies like Allstate, State Farm, they have a cap. They have a time limit. So they have 30 years the cap, and then when you reach that 30 years, then you have to reapply, and then they have to reassess your health. And when your health is not good, then it's like, what? Wait, you want me to reassess my health? That's dumb. That's exactly what I said. It's dumb. So hopefully that makes sense what I'm saying. But these are things that you want to be doing. This is stuff you want to be thinking about. All right. So now let's talk about development in investment vehicles and partnerships that intentionally invest in businesses that are owned by honor/IPA entrepreneurs or members, right? Tribal members, essentially. So you could set up or connect with, this is supposed to be a funny, but I mean it though. Existing Aboriginal Dawn venture capitalist fund people who are operating in the sense they want to invest in different businesses, right? You get what I'm saying? They have a certain amount of capital that they're willing to invest for a specific return, right? And y'all can work out the contract details. You can get with the jurist to draw up the terms and agreement. I'm sure the person who is in that venture capital department will manage their funds appropriately. Or y'all could come together and say, okay, we can put, each person puts, let's say $1,000 a month, or let's just say $100 a month, right, into this pot. And then from that pot, y'all look at, okay, based off of what is trending or what makes sense to throw money into, you will depart a certain amount of capital into, like, let's say stocks, dividend stocks, cryptos, maybe even looking at acquiring land. And so everybody's putting in $100 into the spot, and then y'all look at the different things that y'all could purchase, let's say every month, and things of that nature. So, or the other thing is you can partner up with larger corporations that, you know, these corporations can create like mentorship and, you know, supplier diversity programs. A lot of these corporations have that stuff. The other thing that we can also do in-house is establish incubators that are specifically for tribal businesses. The big thing that I want people to keep harping on, that I'm harping on, you need to be buying land, real estate, whatever. And in the places that I would recommend, Texas, specifically Dallas, Florida, Arizona, Georgia. Basically region 3, 6, and 7. You need to be buying land. Like, you should not, like, if you're in a place where you've been living and you don't have any land or a house or nothing, like, you need to change that, because that's literally the name of the game. You need to have something that you own, that you can inhabit in, and that, you know, you can start building out resources. You can do that as families, right? Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. All right. The other thing that is critical and is vital is we need to be pushing for policies and programs that increase land ownership for Indigenous people. So local jurisdictions purchasing land and property, that's another idea. Leasing out and selling the ownership of tribal land to people. Looking for land redistribution programs. See if you qualify, or see if the tribe qualifies. That these are things that you could be doing today. And then starting seed banks, local jurisdictions starting seed banks, and community agriculture gardens. Chief Ali has set this blueprint up before, has done this, did it in Region 3, did it in Region 1. So there's no reason. There's no reason why we can't do the same thing. And again, I'm harping on this again, like you saw in the last slide. You need to be buying land, y'all. There is no reason that nobody should not own land in the tribe, tax exempt, or whatever the case is, or real estate, a house, whatever, wherever you are at. I know you're like, Kojo, aren't you being a little drastic on land? No, I'm not. There's no endless supply of land. Land is finite. There's a certain point where, and you'll see why I'm even pushing this, right? Okay, so let me keep it moving. Look what this says: providing capital for new housing construction. BlackRock is investing in several programs that are providing financial financing to build new homes and add to U.S. housing supply. Other U.S. real estate investment. Bottom line is BlackRock is an active investor in the U.S. real estate market, but we are not among the institutionals buying single family homes. This is what they put in bold, right? But look what it says. BlackRock invests in multifamily properties, apartment complexes, and other residential real estate. So really, it don't matter if you're not buying single family homes. You're getting the other stuff, which generates revenue for you, right? So they're buying it up. They're gobbling all this stuff up, and it's literally at your disposal. Some of this stuff is really cheap that you're not deploying your capital or resources wisely. So that's why I'm like even making that push so hard. Okay. Policies and advocacies for legal forms. I gotta make mentions of this because literally a lobby for laws that address the systematic barriers to economic equality for black people or American people, Black Americans, African Americans, Indigenous people. You know who I'm talking about. We need to be advocating for fair housing, anti-red line. These people are still doing that, right? And then we need to engage in efforts to establish possibly reparations for Indigenous people, Black people, things of that nature. We've already done that within ARNA. We already have a restitution. All that stuff is laid out. We told people how to actually go about that. That's what I mean. So, and then as far as like legislation mandates for equal high quality education and job training, there's literally programs out there that are for free for people to get a skill in. So it eliminates the excuse of, oh, I just didn't have the money to get this, get the skill in like HVAC, when there's programs out there that are training people for free. So what's the excuse? Are you lazy? I don't know. Like I can't make that call for you. All right. Why am I even talking about this, right? You're like, policy. What? Look what it says. This is in Texas. The push for casino gambling and sports betting in Texas. Key legislation debate. They've been talking about gambling is illegal in Texas. You're like, is it really illegal? They have a law specifically, a penal code in Texas for gambling. But I'm going to explain to you the workaround. And it's not just me saying it, it's actually being done. So we can actually start a tribal casino in Texas, since technically it isn't legal unless you are tribal. Different jurisdiction, right? So you follow what I'm saying? You said, well, that's the main goal. I believe many of us are thinking about these things. However, financial literacy is key. Oh, hold on. Let me pull this up. You said, I was told no. Don't let these people swindle you. That's the main thing too. When they start figuring out that we are aware that we can actually buy land and then pull it into our tribal jurisdiction, they're like, oh, how are we gonna get the taxes on that land? And then, when they don't pay the taxes, then we strip that land from them if they're tax exempt. Oh shit, that's gonna ruin the scheme. So no, they're gonna tell you no, even though that's false. So we've explained this several times that all you need is the tribal EIN. You need to fill out the property tax exemption form, but obviously you need some certain things beforehand for the property or for the entity to be tax exempt via the state, right? And that's a whole different process. So don't let these people like swindle you, because they will do that intentionally. And it's like they see that the greatness is coming, and they're just like, man, we can't let this happen. So let me finish on like this specific thing that people, tribe members in Texas, this could be a project that we do. This is literally an investment opportunity, right? Here's literally the blueprint. You buy land where there's minimum 10 acres. Minimum. Doesn't have to be, but minimally. You could like say 5, all right? Then you buy machines, $2,000 each. I'm sure there's places where they sell it cheaper. Here's the website that literally shows that you can buy the machines for at the price of like $1,800 to $2,000. And then you use the tribal businesses to hold all the assets and then manage it by hiring people who are going through specific casino management certifications or already have the certifications within the tribe. Boom. Good to go, right? And you're like, it can't be that simple. And I thought it's still illegal in Texas. Well, I don't know if anyone's familiar with this group of individuals, indigenous people, but they have 10.2 acres. East, this is in Houston, y'all. The Alabama Cahusha tribe. Listen, this is in Houston that they talking about this casino. Look, the luckiest suit spot in Texas. Now, don't tell me it ain't possible, because it is possible. They're already doing it. They're already moving that way. So that's what I said. We could do the exact same thing. Just need 10 acres of land minimum. So that way you can do all the stuff that you need to do. You can buy the basically some of these small buildings, or maybe even a little bit bigger building, and then really just put the machines there. So it's like you're looking like at a minimally like maybe like 200 to 300K investment. You're like, man, that's a lot. But what if you know how many people like going to the casino? It's a lot. People like gambling. So that hence why these Indians are making a lot of money, right? These Native Americans, they're making a lot of money. And then you like, wait, maybe we could do it online. Maybe we could do it online. I'm telling you, people like going to a physical place to hit the machine, to pull the lever, to do whatever. It's a different response. The LED, the lights, it's hypnotizing, right? So anyway, let me keep it moving. Look at what folks are talking about as far as policy, right? They have a congressional forum. They have the Dallas City Council. They're discussing with Washington, D.C., and how they want to impact. They're dealing with like the executive folks, people who are like basically the makers and shapers of this market or industry within Dallas. And these people are coming to Dallas to discuss these things from DC, what they're doing. So we have to be in the same room, planting these seeds, dealing with these people, dealing with these policymakers, because if we want things to go smoother and better for us, we definitely want to do that. You said casino's a good idea, built it around oh Lord. Not Asian families. You know, people in general like gambling though. So hopefully that makes sense on that aspect, right? All right. Education and skill development. You're like, oh, Kojo, come on. Invest in average university programs because these courses are focused on practical skills that people can begin making compensation or beginning getting compensated in real time. You ain't got to wait on nobody. You ain't got to do nothing like that. You can literally start getting compensated today. So let's say you got the skill. Let's say you try to test your knowledge base. You can set up consultation where people can contact you and they pay a fee. Maybe they don't pay a fee. Maybe you're doing it for free initially to get your wings underneath your belt, and you feel comfortable. You feel confident, like we talked about at the beginning. We could also do set up family community centers. That's why we have the community and family community action council that focuses on like training people in different skills. We have a brother in the tribe that's one of his he's gonna make that happen, and we gonna make it happen. Just watch. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch. I'm not even gonna discuss nothing more than that. We can also partner with tech companies. There's a lot of tech companies that are doing boot camps, digital skill workshops for coding and stuff like that. Coding is very important. It's not going anywhere. IT, AI, quantum, like all that stuff, it's not going nowhere. So people need to learn how to code. And then we can even establish scholarship programs for education. We can talk to the Chief Counsel of Education, Yashiyahu. He also got a committee. If you haven't talked to him, talk to the brother, definitely reach out to him, right? So these are stuff that we can do, right? Create systems that support long-term wealth, accumulation and inheritance for Indigenous families. That's already been done in ARNA. That's already been laid out. economic specialist or Aboriginal jurist can show you that in real time. We need to be talking about saving like we do in class today. Y'all need to be saving. Like, I'm not exaggerating, because you don't know what's about to happen in the next couple of days, weeks, whatever. And then we need to talk about home ownership and supporting people who own homes or land in general by teaching them how to, or providing services on how did they take that and move it under a tribal jurisdiction so that there's no taxes. It's, it doesn't have any potential to get, garnished or stolen or whatever, or leaned on. It has tribal protection that's in a different jurisdiction. It's very simple to do. So, but there's some steps that you get to do beforehand. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. There's a reason why I'm saying getting your finances together, y'all. I know y'all like, oh, Joe. Brother, what is this? Okay, so the World Government Summit. I know you're like, wasn't this like the, yes, this was the agenda in 2023, where they were talking about wellness. We were talking about, you need to be, if you are in the tribal courses under AMA, you need to be focused on finishing that, because there's a big wellness opportunity and it's still there. But there's also AI, and then there's blockchain, right? That we talked about that, right? And we'll talk about the importance of why I might even mention it. Okay. Strengthening the network and community solidarity. Like, this is very important. Some of y'all are pretending, or not, let me not say pretending. You're acting as if you're on one single island. You need to be reaching out. You need to be working with other tribal members. You need to get involved with these different committees. You need to be, talking, communicating. Like, even if you you need to be not by yourself. You also need to be networking outside of the tribe, like dealing with people who are on the outside, like in the different, like, let's say Chamber of Commerce or stuff like that, or small business, SBA, these things of that nature. You can do that stuff. You should do that stuff. Talk to investors, educators, indigenous entrepreneurs. Like, there's a lot of people in the tribe. So tactics, you organize regular events that people can go to and see that you're real. People will pay for things that they can go to. People just want to be outside their house, because lockdown's about to come back again soon. Maybe, I don't know. I said it, but I'm gonna keep moving before YouTube closes this channel. Doing regional swings where people can come and learn different things about ARNA, health, things of that nature. Workshops with the Minister of Congress and their committees, or outside of that. It doesn't matter. Conferences, like, you want to do those things. Conferences like, Aboriginal Summit or the Aboriginal Powwow, create an online, an offline platform that people can connect. Hidden Cosmo Village. That's another good example of creating an offline platform where people can connect and work together and build industries. Get with Minister Yogi on that. Encourage mutual aid networks that allow people to support each other financially. So that's basically where y'all gonna see pretty soon, where you're gonna see this website. It's gonna be like, is this a loan place? It's gonna be run by me. And it's basically gonna be a place where indigenous people can apply for loans or short-term loans for whatever they're trying to do with their business. There's obviously terms and conditions, or it could be even set up where it's bartering or traditionally. It doesn't matter. Basically, that is how we become banks. When we do stuff like that, when we move like that, you're like, man, I ain't got that kind of money to be like, hey, man, there's always somebody. Let's say you have like $5,000. Just say, you know what? I'm going to use that as a means to issue out $100 loans or $1,000 loans. And there's a certain point where I have a capacity. When I meet that quota, I meet that quota. And then there's obviously interest, whatever the contract that you laid out for the person that they sign, make sure it's fair and it's not like, like loan sharky and things of that nature. Like, make it fair, right? Because people may be in a pinch. But now you're only dealing with people who look like you and they're in your jurisdiction, and you're not losing money, or you're protected, or it's a place that you can go to, you know. So we need to be doing that. I know that that's already in sights, right? It goes in conjunction with the credit union. But hopefully that makes sense, right? Hopefully all what hopefully that all makes sense what I'm talking about right now. Hold on, you said what? He says cybersecurity. Oh man, I'm telling you, man. He said, I hope you're not stingy. Oh yeah, I said, okay. Y'all get oh man, y'all wilding. Okay. So that's kind of like the oh, is it too small? Are you saying it's unused? Oh. Let me see something. Let me see if I can do something. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You said arrange it. I don't know if this is too big. If I did that, then I won't be able to see it. I don't know why I won't let this be bigger, but too much margin on both sides. Oh, okay. So let me do this. That's a good point. So I could format the alignment, right? Go back. Let's see. Is it the ruler? I think. Hold on. I'm gonna have to work on that. Because I think it's in the is it in the view section? I'm sorry, I know I'm like, oh, I think it's the ruler? No. Maybe it's fit to window. Nope, it's definitely not that bit. Fit to window. I'm gonna have to play with it. I'm sorry, God. Full size logo. Is that what I need to do? Hold on, let me see if I can do that. If it won't be act goofy on me. All right, now hold on a second. Do y'all see that? Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Cause now I got to do something right now. Cause if I do that, let's see. Sharing this window. Which window are y'all seeing? Y'all seeing this window or y'all seeing a different window? Hold on, I'm about to just. Which window were y'all seeing at the end when I did that little swap? Did y'all see anything? Tell me if I. Oh, you could see it both ways. Lord have mercy. Hold on. This is why I didn't like it. We see slide 28. Okay. Let me try something one more time, y'all. I think it's like at that fit to slideshow. Custom show. Let me see. No. How do I do this? Let's see. All the slides manually. Slides on primary monitor. Right? Oh, no. Monitor 2. All right. And then presented by full screen. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me see if I can do something. All right. I know you're like, Coach. I know. Give it 1 second. It's still doing it. Oh, man. Let's see. Woo, Lord. No. Oh no. Go back. Okay. And then let me do this. Nope. You know what, y'all? You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to figure this out and play with this because I don't know. For whatever reason, it always does that. So, all right. Let me try to wrap through this so I don't waste y'all's time. Let me make sure. I got something on the screen. Okay. So here's something to note, right? I have never seen the Federal Reserve Chair come to Dallas like he's coming right now, right? Never even heard when. They were literally making a whole event in the Dallas Chamber of Commerce this year. It's a whole event. You have to pay money to get in. Why am I even mentioning this? Because something is happening in Texas where you have the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas and the World Affairs Council of DFW having a conversation with Jerome Powell, who is the chairperson of the Federal Reserve overall. And that's happening 2 weeks from now, right? But why am I even mentioning all this stuff? Because literally, you should be participating in free events. If you have the bandwidth to put a little bit of money to go to the Federal Reserve event, that's great. Do that. But if not, that's okay, right? Free is always better than not going to events. That's how you're going to network and connect and expand your network and being resourceful. And this is very important just in general. So for those who are in Dallas, I will be here. We are about to be here, right? November 20th. It's the Small Business Expo, about to be networking with some folks because you don't know what you can learn by talking to certain people, right? So hopefully that makes sense. You're following what I'm saying. All right. I mentioned this again because this is very important. Contact System on, literally, or text the agent in the message. Online remote work. All right. Why am I talking about all this stuff? Because y'all, these simple ass jobs that people have been doing for a long time are going away. They got robot sex dolls. They got robot military androids. They got greeters. They got fryers, cookers, all this stuff happening in real time. Right? All right. Here's one of the things that people need to be aware of. If whatever happens in this U.S. election is about to set something crazy, something tremendously off. Whatever happens. So what I'm saying is to be prepared because you don't know what's about to happen. All right. So here's a document that I recommend people even take a look at. The United Nations Pact for Future Global Digital Compact and Declaration of Future Generations. They're literally talking about what's about to be the outcome. And here's some of the things that they discuss. 5G, 6G, applied AI, blockchain, and bioengineering are the main things. Future of clean energy. Here it is. You see it right here. But I want you to focus in on this thing right here. Look what it says. Right here. Future of bioengineering. Example, mRNA vaccines. This video is probably about to be halted. But you see, this is the things that they're looking at for the different sectors that you should be thinking about how you could get into while getting mainly compensated from something, right? In these different sectors. These are existing areas, and here are the emerging areas that are impacting these sectors. So think about that stuff. So look at the focus. Government acceleration and transformation. There's always a need to transform these government entities. They are not efficient. You should see how they do these antiquated hearings, very old school, pulling up from a computer. that is like Windows XP. I'm like, man, who still has Windows XP? Anyway, urbanization and global health priorities. You already know what that means. They talking about the what do you call it? There's something that's another pandemic that's happening, or some type of issue that the WHO organization is talking about. But reemerging development and future economies, artificial intelligence, and the next frontiers. Like AI ain't about going nowhere, y'all, at all. What was that thing that the hold on, y'all. There was something that they were talking about. It was some type of pandemic that they were talking about. Anyway, I can't even think of it. But you get the point what I'm saying. These are the things that they're focusing on. And then why am I talking about the issues with the election? Because it's important to know what's about to happen. Chief Minister Yogi is going to talk to us about that and why everybody needs to be ready. That's the next class. So be ready, y'all, especially after the elections. Because they talking about World War III's already begun, according to JP Morgan. Look at what global experts are saying. But they're all talking about what will happen when the elections take place. Like, and they're doing everything they can to make sure that this person does not win. I'll show y'all in a second. I saw this on Twitter and I was like, this is crazy. I'm going to show y'all. I was like, what is going on? Let me see. I thought this shit was crazy. I was like, yo, what? I'm gonna stop sharing that real quick. It was crazy. Let's see, right here. Couldn't even click on this machine. How old is this machine? Yo, this is crazy. How old is this machine? This is what we doing? Can't even click. Where are he supposed to click at? Where is he supposed to click at? He didn't even click there, and that's where the pop. This is crazy. So that's what's happening, right? That's what's happening. It's crazy. Oh, my contact information very small. I'm sorry. Hold on. You said the contact information was very small, y'all. Let me circle back. Hold on. I'm gonna blow that motherfucker up. All right. Please contact this agent right here. This is the number. I even zoom in again. I zoom in again. This is the number. Oh, wait. I'm not even sharing that screen. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to share this different screen. All right. Share window. Boom. All right. That's the number. I done zoomed in like crazy amount. But yeah. Call this number. Yeah, it's crazy. It's freaking nuts. I'm over here like, damn, you can't even click on it. It's crazy. But let me know if that's it's too small. I have to be up at 5 a.m. night. Yeah. Hopefully before you saw the number. I just wanted to flash down the screen. So let me zoom out. You know, I'm gonna close this out. I know you're like, Kojo, you're supposed to keep it under 30, sir. I know. We're almost done. All right, so let's talk about the investment opportunity. You're like, oh, finally, thank God. It's about the top of the hour. Listen, buying businesses is another mode of investment. And areas that are really good that you could penetrate in, healthcare or health businesses, e-commerce, etc. Clean energy, but literally, businesses are going for sale. Right here. 50K. Cash flow 80. I'm like, yo, is that legitimate? Let me know if this is legitimate because that's not bad. And this is in Dallas, right? So it's just established telehealthcare business for sale. Literally a business that's already established and its prime ready cash flows this is ready for sale. And it's telehealth. Remember when we talked about online? Online, 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 online. You need to be able to work online. Hold on, let me see. He said, Aquaman, get it right. You a trip. Man, I need to catch up with you. It's been a while. So I have to car ride sometimes, sis. Um, and then this person says, start 9, run our nodes and comms network 2. You're gonna have to explain what you mean by that. And Yogi, I need a reading soon. Yeah, get that brother. He gonna get you right. So here's an example. Like this is literally where you can go buy businesses. You're like, I ain't got 50K, Kojo. That's when you gotta come together as local jurisdictions to buy businesses like this. As an example, right? Makes sense to me. But I'll keep it moving. All right, and then lastly is business credit cards. Ramp.com. I don't know if anyone's heard of this one, right? You can get business credit, business funding through this entity, this financial tech company. Remember why I keep talking about finances, finances, finances? This is literally the name of the game. Finances. So this is a place where no personal credit check. Literally just strictly your business. Ramp.com. Look it up, see if you can apply for it, go from there, right? And then lastly, I know y'all like, you get tired of this. This slide ain't never being deleted. Make your health a priority, y'all. It's getting crazy out here. People, it's tuberculosis that they're talking about as a pandemic. According to who? Tuberculosis pandemic. I'm like, damn, tuberculosis pandemic? Everything a pandemic. But make your health a priority at the end of the day, y'all. Because nobody wants to be sick and not able to move around, especially when things get weird. So when people are hacking away, coughing away, go to She-Wave Clinic and get the COVID, formula, right? We've added some things to make it that much more potent, and I think it's pretty effective. You want to be taking this stuff every day because you're interacting with people who are vaccinated. Point blank and period. You're touching things from people who are vaccinated, and you don't want to bring that stuff home. So when you come home, you take the COVID, detox. You don't want to be having relations with people who are taking the booster or any vaccination. Like this is stuff you got to think about, right? So anyway, go to shewaveclinic.com. We'll get you taken care of. All right, now let me hit the flow with questions. All right, so I'm gonna hit the flow with questions. What y'all got? What y'all got today? Does the tribe have a financial spreadsheet where we can follow to buy stocks and investments? You know what? We don't, but we can certainly put up. We can make that because there's a lot of things that I know that we have that like we can just throw it into the spreadsheet, and then that way we can keep track of it to see how things are doing. Like this, I know we were talking about, but you want to be careful what's about to happen from now to November 5th with all of your investments because you don't know how things are going to project or come down. You don't know. So we definitely can put together. Matter of fact, I'm going to get with the economic council within the region and put something together. I think that'll be a good idea, and that's a good thing. You should do the same thing. Once we put something together, we'll kind of we'll put a display of what we have so far, and then that way it'd be a template for people to use. So facts, we can take it every day. We take it every day. Yeah, man. Listen. He said, I have a lot of ideas to run through the community with the community. Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk. It's not like we're talking about stuff. We actually we're doing things. Like we have land within the region. We have even investments that we have started within the region and we're taking off with it. Like there's businesses that are being created and we're executing the plan. Like, so yeah, get with us. We'll love to talk. You said, was Ramp a credit card for business or business cards only? Um, so it's a credit card for business. So if you want to build business credit, this business credit card will be good for your business. It doesn't use your personal information. It's just strictly your business. So um, yes, Ramp was a business credit card. It's not a personal credit card. So this would be good for your business. So any tribal businesses that let me go back. Hold on. Let me get on my let me get on my thing real quick. Listen, for those who have businesses, you're a national, whether you IPA or ARNA, you have a tax exempt business that you need to be securing funding for, especially in these times right now. So there's no reason why you should not be getting funding at this time. So going to Ramp, going to other places that we talked about in previous classes, there's videos on the instructions on how to go about it. You need to be doing that ASAPidly. And you're like, well, brother, I ain't got time. All right. You're gonna have to make time. You're gonna have to make time because what you're about to do is about to set what you do today until the elections is about to set the whole presidents for whole 24 months and beyond. But yeah, let me see. Ramp it is. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, good evening, because it is late. What other questions y'all got about the just kind of the economic empowerment that we kind of talked about? Hopefully y'all like the buying the businesses idea, starting the casino. Like these are things that like, or just being a Aboriginal Don and basically being a venture capitalist and funding different indigenous businesses to help get them started. Like these are things that we can actually do in real time. So hold on. It says it's asking for a work email to get started and not yet. I mean, okay. So remember, y'all, you're running a business. So you should have a domain for your website. You should have a website already in 2024 for your business, even if it's the name of blah 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 ending in trust. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to have the trust, but it can. Doesn't matter. Well, you should have a domain for that, and then within that domain, you should have a specific email. So, like, I'll give y'all an example. Like, I have the media company. The media company is Mastermind Comics. It has a specific email, info@mastermindcomics.net, not a Gmail. So you need to have these things for your businesses to look that much more professional and polished. Let's say you're like, oh, well, I don't want to spend the money. That's how you get funding, is by having a business that looks professional, that can get the funding, and then you funnel it into other businesses that you don't want to necessarily take through the hoops and hurdles, but you want to make things look professional. That's how, things, and then everything is AI scanned and generated. So they're waving it, they're scanning it pretty easily to filter you out. So you want to give yourself the best chance possible by having certain things in place. And if you go back to, the indigenous business operations, we talk about having a professional email, a domain, website, social media presence, having the listings done correctly so that way businesses can find you via search engine, because these businesses are looking for you. That's how they're going to establish giving credit. Does the tribe have a way for us to take on inquiries on my credit quickly? You say quickly. What do you define quickly? If you wanted to just you said have a way for us to take off. Oh, take off inquiries. Yeah, there's well, it's not quickly. Minimum, it's at least 30 to 60 days. Because there's a certain process that we have to do. We have to write to these bureaus and tell them what they need to remove, X, Y, and Z. And so that's at least 30 to 60 days. But that is a service that we could do. So, and anybody who's a jurist, they can do that too. But it's not too hard. But it's not quick. It's still 30 to 60 days. I figured it out. You said take off inquiries quickly. I actually need to finish the business process, find the fictitious name, certificate. I'm a book account. Okay, that's fine. Some banks don't care. Yeah, you're right. Some banks don't care. And it depends. Well, it really just depends on, like I said, how, like, you should have a domain. Like, and for those who are taking the juris course, we go over, this is one of your homework assignments. Set up a domain and showing proof that you did it. Because you need to be active, you need to be working. God, yeah, I'm telling y'all. Hold on, what is going on right now? Stuff it be hot in here. Stuff be crashing. Um, Give me 1 second, yo. Stuff done crashed on me. Oh, okay. Um, Let me read this. Imagine a neighborhood of family compounds with each family farming various produce and livestock. We create a community produce market where it's branded under ARNA to resell high. Bingo. Literally, that's literally it. Like, and some of that stuff is taking place today. Like, but we need people who have the skills, who have gone through the certifications, they've done, and they know how to do these things. Like, that's literally the name of the game. Family compounds. We own, let's say, like 100 acres. We own that plot. We start basically setting up a mini city. That's literally what the name of the game is. It's setting up mini or major cities, tribally populated. So I love that idea. Um, yeah, I understand that there's a lot of details. Let's get with me. Let's talk about it. Um, what other questions y'all got? What other questions y'all got? Be ready for next class. It's really, we're going to be talking about the future, like, and how to plan for it. Specifically, Minister Yogi is going to break that down. What's about to happen. So, what questions y'all got? What questions y'all got? What questions y'all got? Hopefully, y'all found this very helpful. The idea was to get y'all thinking outside of the box with some real practical applications that you can be doing today. So, y'all ain't got no questions? Y'all got this all figured out, right? You be like, Kojo. Huh? I know. Y'all. Let's see. Is the casino only in Texas? The idea that was dropped was that that's crazy. Um, Let me see. That's crazy. Um, the idea for the casino being in Texas is not just not just for Texas. It can be utilized throughout the different jurisdictions, um, right? But it's just for Texas. There's some legal barrier challenges, but to overcome those legal barrier challenges, you just make sure that the stuff is in the tribal jurisdiction. And like you saw, that particular tribe in Houston, they've already got their casino already set up in Texas. So they understand tribal law, they understand tribal jurisdiction. So um, I saw there's like I said, we can start these things in the different federal enclaves. Just take some capital. Yeah. It's not. It's literally right now. Like, this is the prime time because it's prime time because it's not even legal technically, and most people are not going to do the tribal thing. But people are like drooling out the mouth, waiting to get in on that. So yeah. Very informative live. We are working on our economic plan this Sunday for a Diamonds Day. Dope. Um, what else, y'all? I'm telling y'all. Like, listen, this right here, and listen, this is an opportunity right here because it's not even like I keep telling y'all. You know how many people like going to the casino? People are getting old. The older people love going to the casino. They're like, yo, I want to go to the casino. This is an opportunity. Get a plot of 10 acres minimum. I'm just saying, y'all. You get the idea, man. I know y'all like coach. I'm tripping. Um, can't wait to purchase. Yeah. Need to be doing that today, like ASAPidly, like, and then get having it underneath tribal jurisdiction where you don't have to pay taxes and stuff like that. I'm telling you. Let me remind everybody. Let me go back to that slide. You need to be owning some form of land. But I want to recap on some of this stuff because I know you're like, Coach, I'm tired. The next 24 months, what does that look like for everybody? You need to be useful. You need to be trainable. Building with families, working with other families, getting skills. You need to be making money online, y'all. The whole going to the factory, blah, 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 ain't about to cut it. It is not about to, you're not about to cut it. You're not about to cut it. Because they're going to lay you off like Pepsi did. Whoops. Like they're going to lay you off like Pepsi. They're like, yeah, we just going to let you go. Like, damn, I ain't got no job no more. We done closed all the plants. Up in Michigan. Look, PepsiCo closing 4 bottling plants, cutting 400 jobs, just like that. And this is how people get caught off guard. The closing will, damn, it's more than that. This is about to close. It's about to affect Cincinnati people, Chicago, Atlanta, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Folks, look at this. These are the numbers. Woo, wait. Folks, this is not a game. Listen, you do not want to be blindsided thinking that you're going to go to a factory job and work in a 9 to 5 forever and you're going to be there for 50 years. It will throw your ass out. They don't care. All right, let me take down this screen. All right, there's some questions in the chat. What are the best websites for us to purchase land? Land.com. Land.com, yeah. We've gone over this before too. Land.com, man. That's really one of the big places. And sometimes just going around the different neighborhoods, you can see where they have these picket signs, land for sale. Call those numbers and see how much it's worth. You're like, oh, it's really not that bad. Do y'all do payment plans? You never know, right? Shit. Hold on, what you got going on? Yo, Asians live in casinos. God damn, you a trip. For real. No, I mean, I'm telling you, like, there's people who will go to the casino every goddamn day, and they have no problem losing money. Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a bad idea. Used to work for Hard Rock, and yes, they stay in from night to. I'm telling you, folks. I promise you, these people are. They won't leave. But my online work, yeah, seriously, that's where it's going. Like that's where it's been at. So you need to have an e-commerce store. You need to have an online business. You need to have things set up where you can work from anywhere. So it's important, y'all. What other questions y'all got? This is for y'all, man. We try to put something together that's like really useful. That's really about to. I'm telling y'all, don't play about this stuff, man. Because if you are blindsided and you're gonna be like, I didn't know, Kojo, and I'm like, you didn't know. Sure, you did. But anyway, what other questions y'all got? I give y'all like 2 to 5 minutes. If not, I'll cut it short. But let me get a swig of my Manuka honey. Oh, goodness gracious. That cayenne pepper. Chat, y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all don't need nothing? Let me remind y'all. They closing Okay, closing things, y'all. All right. Well, hold on. Let me make sure y'all got good. Y'all wilding out in the chat. I gotta attend these more. Man, listen. I keep telling. Listen. In case these classes are there for people who may not be able to have local jurisdictions in their area that are doing classes. So this is really for the nation, also for new people who don't know what to go, where to go, all this other stuff. So we're just filling in the gap, right? And this is all just meant to be helpful and just to keep you on the right track, keep you plugged in, know that you can talk to people, that you're not on an island. You can start forming relationships, connections with people, talking in the chat. I know you're like, damn, Coach, like, wrap it up, sir. You said wrap it up. It's important, y'all. So yeah, definitely keep coming. We have these every week, just to keep people plugged in and stuff like that. So like I said, you definitely want to come to the next class. Chief Minister Yogi is going to come through and lay it down on what we need to be doing and how we need to be preparing specifically, especially with what's about to happen with after the election. Because you saw the video that I showed y'all, right? The man was tapping the screen to vote, and the shit was not working. You're like, damn, it ain't working. It ain't working, y'all. Look, tapping it. He tapping it hard. Damn, he using the whole finger. Still ain't working. Try to tap lightly, and it went to that one. Woo, wait. What a sight. Oh man, this is crazy. But yeah. What is it? Y'all got any questions, chat? Y'all got any questions, family? Or are we done for the day? Don't forget to come to the Powerball, y'all. Let's see. Is it possible we make a blueprint on which credit cards to get step by step for businesses? I think there is. I've gone over that in one of the classes for, I think it was the Indigenous Business Operations this was in 2023 and also in 2024. And it talks about the steps and what things you need to do. So I definitely would recommend watching those videos. I'm having a hard time figuring out what I want to start for a business. You need a cosmology reading for sure, because that's what's going to give you clarity on what is your strength and your skill. But I think I have an idea what that would be, but I don't want to, I don't want to assume. So get a cosmology reading, and then whenever you pick a business that you want to go into, you want to make sure that it's a business that you don't mind working long hours. What do I mean by long hours? Hold on, y'all. Let me I know some of y'all like, oh, Kojo, you are so rude. No, I'm not rude, y'all. Hold on. I swear it's in there. Let me see if I can find it real quick for y'all. Because I want y'all to be well prepared. Where is it? It's this motherfucker is in here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. I'm copy them up. Oh. Copy. And then I'm gonna share it in this thing. Here's the one I was telling y'all about. This is the Indigenous Business Operation. There's a 2023 version, but this is the 2024 one. All you gotta do is just search the lives and you'll find it. But you got to do a business that you don't mind working long hours for, that you don't mind putting the sweat equity in it initially, meaning working for free, because it may not generate revenue immediately, but sometimes it can, right? Depending on how you want to structure it. And it has to be something that is in your wheelhouse. That meaning it's a skill that it comes easy to you, and then you can make it a staple. So like with me, I like dealing with law. I like getting justice for people. I like serving justice, right? So being a tribal jurist was a no-brainer. I did it at the same time I became a national. So it wasn't even a thing. It wasn't a question. Um, and so I was doing that all at the same time while managing a media company that dealt with animation, making comic books and stuff like that, right? So you got to pick something that you don't mind putting in the sweat equity in. So you definitely get a cosmology reading. That's going to really give you clarity. Um, yes, sir. You already know, God. You already know. Hopefully, all is well with you, God. But yeah, get a cosmology reading. It'll get you squared away. Either we could do it, or Minister Yogi, or Sydney, or the Hidden Cosmic Village can hook you up. Doesn't matter. Just trying to get y'all squared away. All right. Y'all good? All right, we about to close class. Appreciate y'all's attention tonight, family. Like I said, tune in for next week's class. It's gonna be really good. Minister Yogi's gonna be on the track, and yeah, let us know what you need, and we'll see you guys next class. Peace, and we love y'all. IG, we are out. YouTube, we out.